What's up guys, Anton here and welcome back. Another day, another video, and today I'm gonna talk to you about how to stay focused on your goals. Now listen, our other channels, whether it be our Dropship Lifestyle YouTube channel or our Performance Marketer YouTube channel, and now even some stuff here is very actionable. Right? So I'm giving you like business models, I'm giving you instructions, I'm showing you tactical things for how to build businesses. And with that, which I love, a lot of you are setting goals, which is great. But the thing is, what happens a month from now or 2 months from now or a year from now, right? Did you reach those goals? And the reality of the world is the majority by far of people don't. I don't want you to be that person. I want you actually to reach the goals you set. So in this video, I'm gonna give you a few tips that I use when setting goals that hopefully you can apply to help you stay focused on your own. Now, the first thing that's super important, which you may have heard before, maybe you haven't, is the why, right? It's hard to keep going. There's plenty of days, maybe the majority of them, where you'd rather go to the beach than do what you have to do to reach your goal, right? There's plenty of days where you'd rather stay in bed and hit the snooze button, or you'd rather, watch a new episode of whatever it is on TV, right? If that happens, which it will, you have to have a reason to mentally break from that thing you want to do instead of moving towards your goal. And that thing that's going to help you break from doing the easy thing or taking the easy way out is your why. So why did you set the goals to begin with? And this really should be written down, and this really should be true to you. So for example, my why is probably totally different than your why, okay? And again, they should be very specific. But let's just say that the goal you're trying to stay focused on is to make $200,000 a year net profit, right? If your goal is to make $200,000 a year net profit, that's not good enough. And I'm not talking about financially, I'm talking about goal-wise. That doesn't make any sense, right? Yeah, it's cool, but why do you want to make that much, right? Is it going to get you a new house, right? More specifically than that, is it going to get you a new house in a better school district so your kid can go to a better school, right? Is that why you want that income? Maybe you're, in a totally different place in life with totally different motivations. Maybe that's going to allow you to live in, Barcelona for a year, right? Like a 1-year lease. So it doesn't really matter what the why is, but again, it has to be super specific and it has to be towards you. I see far too often, and I'm guilty of this too, so I can't just say like, I see all this and I'm above everyone, because I'm not. It's just human nature, it's psychology. But far too often, we don't have our why in place. We just have the goal. I want to be a millionaire. I want to quit my job next month. Why do you want to do it? Because when you're actually having to do the work and put in the focus to reach that thing, if there's not these things behind it that you can look back on to remind yourself, this is why I'm doing this, this is why I'm doing this, then you're never going to reach that goal, okay? So the first thing I got to tell you, if you want to stay focused, make sure there's a real why behind your goal. Make sure it's not just something cool that everyone else thinks about. It has to be personal to you, okay? So tip 1 is know your why. It's really going to help you to stay focused on your own goals. Now, the next thing, which might sound obvious, is you got to be healthy, okay? I'm not talking about you have to be, in Lance Armstrong's shape or be able to outrace everyone and go run a marathon tomorrow. But, a lot of people we have, especially in America, our society is not focused on health at all. And again, I'm not saying you have to be the fittest person in the room with a six-pack. But what I'm saying is if you, go to sleep every night after you're drinking a bottle of wine, don't expect to wake up and be like, all right, let's start the day, okay? So health-wise, try to be in at least decent shape, because if you're not taking care of yourself, and if you're only eating bad foods, and if you're drinking far too much on a regular basis, you will never have the energy that you need to focus on your goals. Your why at that point doesn't even matter because your brain won't be there. So again, I'm not saying you got to be the fittest of the fittest, but it's common sense, right? If you're drinking all the time, if you're only eating bad foods, life is not going to work out to your favor because you're always going to be behind and you're not going to be able to get over that mental block. Now, Some other things in the health category, there are ways to like jumpstart things. So talking about like different supplements and, different like nootropics. I definitely do take some of them from time to time when I need an extra boost. So if you guys are curious about that, like supplements and nootropics for helping with health and really mental clarity to get things done and to get focused on your goals, let me know in the comments and I could do a future video on different ones that I've experimented with and which ones I think helped. But again, let me know in the comments. With that being said, all of that stuff, the nootropics, the supplements, they're not gonna replace, again, drinking 12 beers every night and living off McDonald's. It's not gonna make up for that. But if you already have the basics covered, you're drinking moderately, you're eating semi-healthy, then they'll just give you an extra boost and totally, take you to another level. So again, ask questions if you want to about that, okay? So again, guys, top tips here. Know the why. Have it written down, have it be real, have it be for you. Stay healthy. If you have to, take some supplements. It definitely doesn't hurt. And then the last thing that I want to get into for staying focused is planning, okay? And a lot of people don't do this. You wake up and you think, let's just say your goal is, I want to start a business to make the $200,000 a year so I could buy a new house in a better school district for my family, right? If that's your goal, then maybe one day you wake up and you're like, okay, it's time, I have this day free, so I'm gonna go work. And you go to a coffee shop with your laptop and you open it, and then it's time to work. What does that mean, right? You need to have a plan so your time is used efficiently. It'll really help you stay focused if when you get ready to work and you open that computer or you take out your notepad, you have a list of what has to be accomplished. So I won't even like pretend to be working. I'll spend time messing around on the computer, but I won't even pretend to be working until I have my plan laid out and a list of action tasks. Okay, you gotta know what you're gonna do before you start, or else you're gonna waste a lot of time and you're definitely not gonna stay focused. Another thing I would add into the planning category here is trying to get things done earlier in the day. It makes a big difference. Like, it's easier to lose focus, at least for me, as the day goes on. So if I wanted to start a project, let's just say at 3 p.m., because in the morning I wanted to be, at the pool or at the beach, it would be very hard for me to like kick into high gear. So for me personally, I would rather wake up early, wake up well rested, maybe supplement some nootropics also, know my why, have a list of things laid out, and just boom, hit the day running. Those things really have helped me, I think, the most to stay focused on my goals. And whenever they're all running together, things just become easier. So that's my advice to you. I hope you found it helpful because, again, a lot of other videos that I've done, especially on my other channels, are more, super focused on the technical, like do this, then do that, then do this. And like, that's good and all, but unless you know the why behind everything you're doing, it really doesn't matter. So as always, guys, if you got value from this video, this is a brand new channel I'm building up over the next 100 days. So if you got value, please do click that subscribe button, definitely give it a like, and more importantly, leave a comment below because your comments are really what's keeping this going, giving me ideas for new videos, and yeah, it's gonna keep us busy over these next 100 days. So thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you got value. Have a happy Thanksgiving if you're in the States, and I'll see you all tomorrow with another video. Bye.